Hello and welcome to Goa News Now. I'm on Verna Industrial Estate. It's a service road where I'm standing. This is a national highway connecting Lotelim. On my right, we have the Verna substation. Now, today's topic is very, very important topic. It is related to industries, and it is said that industries are the backbone of any economy. When we say economy, it is the whole state that is dependent on those economy. Now with economics in picture, we have to understand that जितले चड इंडस्ट्री येता तितले चड ते स्टेटीचे GDP वाडटा, and that GDP reflects on per capita income आणि बाकीचे खूब आसा. So basically, in a nutshell, industries are very important pillars of any state. If industries are happy and they are operating nicely, then the state will also be very happy, because there will be employment, there will be income generation, and this is what economics says. आता इंडस्ट्रीचे प्रॉब्लेम कितें आहा, तो मेन मुद्दो जो आसा तो इलेक्ट्रिसिटीचो आसा. थोडे दीस पयलीं आमी हेजे बाबतीनूच एक न्यूज केल्लें, जस्ट टू टॉक अबाउट हाऊ द इंडस्ट्रीज पावर नीड्स हॅव इन्क्रीज्ड. तेजे खातीर इंडस्ट्रीन एक रिप्रेजेंटेशन दिलें सरकाराक की दे आर रेडी टू बेअर दी एक्स्ट्रा कॉस्ट, इवन इफ इट इज एक्स्ट्रा, बट गिव अस प्रॉपर पावर सो दॅट द पावर issues are tackled in such a manner that तेजे उपरांत power problems जावचे न्ही, आणि that industries can can run very very efficiently. Demand accept जाले. After acceptance, तो जे power minister सुदीन ढवळीकर, he immediately got the approval, and after approval the industries were waiting for a proper power supply. आयज एक कळोन येयला आमकां दॅट पावर सप्लायचे बाबतीन ओके आसा, बट जे पावर सप्लाय घेता आनी जे एक्जिस्टींग इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर आसा तें मिसमॅच जाता. आनी तेजे खातीर दो देर इज पावर, द इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर एक्जिस्टींग इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर अवेलेबल हॅम्पर्स दी सप्लाय. हे तुमकां दाखोवपाक मुद्दम हांगा हाडलेलो आसा हांवें. हे आसा वेर्ना सबस्टेशन. दिस इज वन ऑफ दी सेंट्रल डिस्ट्रिब्युशन पॉयंट. वॉट यू कॅन सी हेयर इज दी सबस्टेशन एरिया, आनी फ्रॉम हेयर दी पावर सप्लाय टू होल वेर्ना एंड अदर पार्ट्स आर even south and other parts, Verna, Mormugaon, its distribution is happening from here, plus the industries. आता इन सिंपल लँग्वेज वो जो प्रॉब्लेम आसा, वो प्रॉब्लेम पावर जे आसा दॅट इज कमिंग हेयर एट दिस सबस्टेशन. नाव दॅट पावर इज रिट्रीव्ड अँड हांगासून तें सप्लाय करता. सो आय एम नॉट द इंजिनियर, बट आय एम जस्ट ट्रायंग टू एक्सप्लेन. So now the distribution should happen from here. So if there is a power intake and the distribution has to be there, for distribution that instrument that is called transformer has to be upgraded. आता प्रॉब्लेम कितें जाल्लेलें आसा, हो जो इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर आसा हांगा ते ऑलमोस्ट 2 decades ओल्ड आसा. थोडे सर्वीस जाता, थोडे कितें वयर सकयल जाता, बट आय वॉज स्पिकींग टू इंडस्ट्री पीपल, आनी तेंच्यांनी आमकां सांगलें की हे जे पावर सप्लाय आसा हांगा जे सिस्टम आसा ते इतले ओल्ड डेटेड आसा. तेजो एक एग्जाम्पल दाखोवपाक सोदता हांव तुमकां की हे जे आमचे फुड्यान ट्रान्सफॉर्मर आसा, वेरी हेवी ट्रान्सफॉर्मर, यू कॅन सी बाय युअर सेल्फ. दीस ट्रान्सफॉर्मर्स आर एट द मोमेंट इट इज 1210. इट्स वेरी हॉट. Plus the power, industries are drawing power, so it is exceeding its capacity, and ते गरम जाल्लेले आसा म्हणून कूल डावन करपाक 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 there are fans they have put, external fans to cool down this transformer. So हें दाखोवन दिता that there is a need for upgrading this transformer itself, because external fans are being used to cool down. सो हे परिस्थिती आसा पावर. सो हेजे बाबतीन जो इशू आसा, in detail we decided to talk to the industry experts. So we met Damodar Kochkar, Goa State Industry Association president, and check it out what he had to say with regards to power and the issue faced by the industries. Check it out.
This issue I've been talking of for quite some time now. Now earlier what we were talking is the shortage of power in Goa, for which we try to find out a solution, and it has worked well. I'm not saying that government has acted very swiftly and the things are put on thing that we are not getting the power cuts what they were planning. But now what is happening is, because of the infrastructural conditions of the state in all industrial estate, there even if the power intake is there, you buy the power from outside, but the distribution is not proper. Why distribution is not proper? Because last so many years we have not worked on anything to improve the infrastructure. Now for example, you just take the example of Verna. It's around 25-30 years back they started this substation, and this substation land was given only to cater to the industrial estate. Subsequently, they got entire load of Vasco, Kasauli, mean Marmagoa Taluka, Mazoda, all feeders are through industrial estate. So naturally the load is more, and the transformers are almost more than 25 years old. You must go and see in the summer they are putting fans to cool down the transformers. So if any transformer fails, we are in a soup. So we are sitting on that kind of situation. Even not only us, the neighboring villages, everybody will be in a issue, because there is no plan, there is no contingency plan. So if one transformer fails, we are gone. That much power. Even if we draw power from the grid, we will be in issue. Even in Kunai, if you see, Kunai also the cables are breaking, some issue about the transformer. Now, see, Kunai can get supply from 3 places actually. From Ponda it can get, Amona it can get, or from Kadamba substation. But it is not connected or linked. Amona is still not connected. So, we need to work on a long-term solution. If we want the industries to survive in Goa, then government has to put effort and work on some long-term solutions, invest something in the infrastructure, so that the industrial growth is there and they are comfortable. Now we don't know when the power will go off, nobody can tell. So we don't want to stay in this situation. We jointly want to work with government and find out a solution for this. That is why I gave yesterday's statement, because they were asking me if the power rate increase, what is my reaction. See, even if the slight rate you increase, we don't mind, but we want quality and timely power supply, because that is the main thing we need to for the industry to work.
Our minister with regards to this.
Yeah, so when we went earlier, because of the crisis of the power shortage, that time we had touched this subject, okay, but he also knows. But then the situation is there is no there is a money crunch with the state also. But what I say, if we all work together, CM is there, and we are talking about double engine, so we can anyway get support from the second engine from Delhi, no, to improve the situation. If it is going to help over a long run, we have to work towards that. We can't say that we don't have money, that's why we will stay with whatever we want. There are ways, there are the funds that also center is giving for the improvement of infrastructure. So we have to tap all these things and find out.
You just said the infrastructures are very old, 2 to 3 decades old. So had any time you communicated this
Yes, see, we have been talking from 2002. If you remember, at that time, Digambar Kamath was power minister. He promised us that the underground cabling will be done for the all the smaller unit clusters in Verna, which never happened. But it happened in his constituency. Then the Lotlim was
Alex.
Alex Ikera. He was power minister. The underground cabling happened in Lotlim. After that, who was the power? Milling. So underground cabling happened there because we don't have godfather here because we are not getting them votes. You know, we are only generating income for a Goa as a whole. We are not satisfying their aspiration. You know, to see their thinking was only for 5 years. They somehow want to get elected next time. So over long run, nobody is speaking. That is what is I feel sad.
So instead of giving priority to the industries, underground cablings in hinterlands are going on
Yeah,
prioritize.
actually, why? See, even in the remote places, you do underground cabling. Where if you just go around here, on one pole, I've been showing this for quite some time. On one pole, there will be LT line. Above that, 33 kVA. Above that, the tower will be crisscrossing. See, you need to. Then what about guarding wire falls down because of the heavy traffic? Then there is a shortage. Then 440 volt come, our machines goes. So all these things needs to be improved. No, how long we are going to suffer the losses? Government has to really work on it. At least what I suggested is where the small clusters of units are there, you just make a underground cabling and loop it up. So in case one anywhere the power goes, then you need not put the entire feeder off. You can just switch off that portion, and the repairs can be done. Now, if one tree falls, one suppose something happens, the wind comes, entire feeder they have to close down. There is no interlinking. So it's not that they don't have the technology, but there is no will to correct the situation.
What is the way out? Underground cablings.
Not see everywhere you cannot do underground crimping. First, you have to identify what is the problem. Before that, you should accept that there is a issue. Okay, first thing is you accept that there is a issue. Then you identify because there are very good officers in election department. You know now current CEO also is very intelligent. So if they put, but they need a support from the political party also. So we are there to support. We are also supporting wherever we can. So together, I feel that we should do correct the situation.
So basically, moral of the story is you agreed for an increase in power tariffs, everything, but finally, even after getting power, extra power, the industries are
Yeah,
not
so you
having.
should see the messages that I get. They are worried. We are buying power or not? They are saying because we are getting the cuts. So I said they maybe that cuts are because of the supply situation because infrastructure is not good. So that needs to be corrected. Even the power line. See, for example, in Verna, now the power is coming from Sheldon and Verna. There is only one tower line, 11 kVA. Everywhere there is a restriction that there has to be two supplies. Anytime one power line goes off, entire thing will be in dark for so many days. What is the plan for that? You need to plan for the alternate, no?
Alternate.
Because it's not only where industrial estate, entire Marmagot, Taluka, and everybody is fed from here. So you have to infrastructure you have to build up for the future. At least for 25-30 years you have to plan. Not that one transformer is gone, you repair and put patchwork kind of a thing. Patchwork you do firefighting, but also the long term solution needs to be sorted out.
In layman's language, when you talk about transformer load and all that, can you just explain what exactly is the problem when it comes to transformers and those transformers are old and while the power requirements are increasing?
See, if I put it very simply, suppose there is one pipeline wherein through that pipeline certain amount of water is supposed to go. You planned it about 50 years back. There were 4 houses there, and for that supply, this pipeline was there. Now that has multiplied 5-6 times. You need to change the pipeline, no? How that same pipeline will be sufficient for this? Similarly, the power line. See, actually, conductors we got it changed from Sheldon to 2 years back. Sheldon and Ponda conductors were changed. Their input capacity was increased almost 3 times. but that time the substation was not upgraded to cater to that. So what happens? They can draw power, but distribution network is not there. So that also had to be upgraded, no, which is not done. So this transformer, 25 years old, are loaded almost 80%. Any moment they can go to, and in the summer heat, they are cooling them by the fans and whatnot. So this is a situation. So inside people knows about it. It's not that nobody knows about it, but we are sitting on that.
You got solution but not satisfaction.
Solutions are there. Solutions can be worked out. No?
You got solution but not satisfaction.
No. Right now it is not, because power also, and see the connections also are they are giving on. No, they have not stopped giving connections for new this thing. New complexes are coming, new industries are coming, and they write connection is given subject to availability. Once you connect, anyway he'll draw the power. You can't stop him if the supply is there or not. So when you draw more, the infrastructure will blow up.
So there should be a proper policies now in place.
No, the policy means, see, you need to invest in an infrastructure. See, even if you have an ancestral house, you repair it, no, sometime, or upgrade it when the new generation comes. Similarly, what was invested about when the industrial estate came about 25-30 years, you have to go on improving that. And it's not that government is not taking money. Government is collecting infrastructural tax over and above the charges what the tariff is charged. Where that money is going, there has to be accountability. You have to use that money for the infrastructural improvement.
Welcome back. We just saw what Mr. Koskar had to say about the power crisis. And his statements were pretty clear that आमचेकडे जे सिच्युएशन आसा पावराचे ते इतले peculiar situation is there that though we have power but infrastructure is not equipped. आता हे जे भायर आनी एक मुद्दम सिन्स द टुडेज टॉपिक इज पावर एक मुद्दम दाखोवपाक सोदता की एक कडेन आमी उलयता की पावर क्रायसीस आसा पावर शटडावन आसा power not shut down but there is a power crisis across the country in Goa. So we are taking extra power आणि खंय यूज करता ते मॅजीक दाखयता तुमकां पळय म्हाजे वयर दीज आर द ट्यूबलायट्स LED आसा कमी घेता आसतले बट आय वॉज जस्ट चॅकिंग whole Verna industrial estate as a line asa whole line you can see this road leading to Lotlim and from here this road leading to Verna Titan हे जे ट्यूबलायट आसा हांगा भितर कितले जे सगळे ट्यूबलायट आसा एवरी ट्यूबलायट्स आर वर्किंग हांव नको आतां what energy they are giving it to the tube light ki a solar based tube light I don't think so these are solar but whatever it is 12:15 and the tube lights are functioning it is on and nobody is bothered हे मुद्दम कित्याक सांगलें हांवें तुमकां की एक सायडीन आमी जेन्ना डिपार्टमेंट म्हणटा की द पावर डिपार्टमेंट दे आर एफिशियंटली टेकिंग केअर ऑफ डिस्ट्रिब्युशन हें तें दो विथ दी लिमिटेड इन्फ्रास्ट्रक्चर इन हँड दुसरे सायडीनसून आमी वेस्टेजी करता आनी हांव एक एग्जाम्पल दाखोवपाक सांगतालो की हे लायट्स जे ऑन आसा इट इज आफ्टरनून एंड द लायट्स आर ऑन बट द एग्जाम्पल म्हाका दिसता सबंद गोंयान खूब कडेन आसा आनी मेनी पीपल वील एग्री टू मी विथ मी दॅट दीस कायंड ऑफ स्ट्रीट लायट्स ऑन आसतात खूब कडेन आसता एंड मेनी एरियाज दे हॅव ऑटोमॅटीक एका टायमर म्हणटा सो दे हॅव पूट टायमर्स but the timer I don't know what is the quality and all that I think these are also connected to some timers but the timer सद्या खंय तरी फेल जाला म्हणून अशें दिसता म्हाका की जे हांगा जे ट्यूबलायट्स आसा ते फंक्शनींग सोडून दिल्लेले आसा इट इज ऑन ऑल द मुमेंट फ्रॉम दॅट सायड टू दीस सायड यू कॅन सी दीस ट्यूबलायट्स आर ऑल ऑन आतां कित्या खातीर कोणा उजवाड जाय आनी हे हितून उजवाडाची गरज कित्याक आसा सो प्रश्न पडटा But these are the examples which I wanted to show. While we are talking about power crisis across Goa, we have to also look into this aspect of power wastage, and these wastages are directly, indirectly done by our electricity department official. They need to pull up their socks to understand that these small power saving tactics can help the state, not an individual but the whole state. हे एक कड़े आसा अशे खुबशे सिच्युएशन आसा. सो माय रिक्वेस्ट टू पावर मिनिस्टर सुदीन दवडीकर, कायंडली लूक इन टू दीस कायंड ऑफ वेस्टेजीस. हे ट्यूबलायटी जे आसा, स्ट्रीट लायट आसा, LED लायट्स आसा, सबंद गोंयांत भर आसा. खूब कडेन अशेंच दिसभर सोडून दिता. दे रिलाय ऑन दोज टायमर एंड मेनी टायम टायमर फेल्स आनी अशेंच परिस्थिती आसता. नोबडी इज बॉदर्ड बिकॉज इट्स एक्सचेकर मनी which is used to purchase this power and distribute to the people again. So I believe that this kind of wastages also should be curtailed before we talk about improving power situation across Goa. Keep watching Goa News Now.